Begun. Let's do this. Our blind playthrough of Alan Wake. And there's a Phoenix to that, yeah. Let's go normal. Doesn't even look like we can choose Nightmare. It's grayed out.
Stephen King once wrote that nightmares exist
I know him.
outside of logic, and there's little fun to be had in explanations. They're antithetical to the poetry of fear. In a horror story, the victim keeps asking why, but there can be no explanation, and there shouldn't be one. The unanswered mystery is what stays with us the longest, and it's what we'll remember in the end. My name is Alan Wake. I'm a writer. I've always had a vivid imagination, but this dream unsettled me. It was wild and dark and weird, even by my standards. So yes, it began with a dream. Following a typical nightmare pattern, I was late, desperately trying to reach my destination, a lighthouse. For some urgent reason, I couldn't remember. I'd been driving too fast down a coastal road to get there.
Oh, he's dead.
I'd seen the hitchhiker too late. He was dead. I was convinced they'd put me in jail and I would never see Alice again. Suddenly, his body was gone.
Episode 1,
I was in
Nightmare.
shock from the crash. I could hardly stand my feet.
Look up to the light. No, don't reverse controls. No, I'm not using the arrow keys to walk. Shift to sprint. Am I going to critique his writing? He's the writer. Yes. There was once a boy called Alan that could not sleep, so Alan is
I had to
wake.
go to the lighthouse. I knew there was something important waiting for me there.
How's the sound so far? Because I want to get the sound set before we get much further into it. Get to the lighthouse. A little quiet. That's kind of what I was thinking. Try something like that. Thank you. Rain Cove Point Lighthouse. The Hitchhiker.
You don't even recognize me, do you, Ryder?
Not at all.
You think you're God? You think you can just make up stuff? Play with people's lives and kill them when you think it adds to the drama? You're in this story now, and I'll make you suffer! You're a joke. It would be a single readable sentence in your books if it wasn't for your editor. You'll never publish another one of your shitty stories, 'cause I'm gonna kill you. It's not like your stories are any good. Not like they have any artistic merit. You're a lousy writer. Cheap thrills and pretentious shit. That's all you're good for. Just look at me. Look at your work.
You play the beginning of it? Martin.
You missed your deadline!
You can dodge enemy attacks. Press shift in a direction to dodge.
You can't stop me!
I realized that the hitchhiker was a character from the story I'd been working on.
If you can dodge an axe, you can dodge a ball.
How does
Odin?
it feel to die by the hands of your own creation?
Feels alright. Yes, sir.
Oh no! Stop! No! Damn it, die! No! 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 I was trapped. There was no way out.
I was trapped.
The cabin was a death trap. I had to get out.
Follow the light. You are hurt. You should go into the light. You are only safe there.
Go into the safe haven. Alright, so light heals us.
Well done.
Thank
I
you,
have something
Lighthouse.
important to tell you. It goes like this. For he did not know that beyond the lake he called home lies a deeper, darker ocean green, where waves are both wilder and more serene. To its ports I've been. To its ports I've been. Do you understand?
No.
Follow my light.
Anything you say, sentient lighthouse.
I entered your dream to teach you. The darkness is dangerous. It's sleeping now. When it feels you coming, it will wake up. There's no time. I can only show you the most important thing. The hitchhiker has been taken over by the Dark Presence. You can't hurt him now. The darkness protects him from all harm. Only light can drive the darkness away and make him vulnerable again. Here, take the light. Turn your flashlight toward him and burn the darkness away. You did it. Now the darkness no longer protects him, but it's still inside, controlling him. He can't be saved. He's still a threat. He is still your enemy. Here, take the gun.
Don't mind if I do.
Pick.
Now you'll die.
Good. You've done well. Remember what I've taught you. That is all.
It's
I will
good for
give you
him.
back your dream now.
In the nightmare, a terrible darkness was taking over the world. The lighthouse was the last safe place on Earth.
Losing the light blinds enemies and burns the darkness away faster. Yes, thank you. Thank you. Really? Scheduled dream? Yeah. Let's go, Wyvern.
You made me this way, and now I'm gonna. This is it.
Oh god, I didn't know there was another guy in the bushes. Coffee thermos. Collectible coffee thermoses. 1 out of 100. You don't like this one already?
You're dead, just like.
I hit shift. Tell me. Yeah, I don't really like third person either. I don't know that this one has a first person mode. Maybe there's a mod. Is there a mod for first person mode? I'd be up for that. The narration. It might just be this dream sequence that's like that. So I'm gonna give it benefit of the doubt, but only third person.
I can keep this up forever.
It's weird because we're so off center, I think is part of it. My character's so far over on the right side of the screen. Yeah. Well, yeah, I didn't figure it was going to change, but I'm just saying I don't like it.
He's here. Alan, wake up. Shh, baby. Just another nightmare. Everything's fine. You dozed off.
Right. Anything more than dozed off would be news for everyone.
Cheer up, handsome. We're here.
A little bit, yeah. Yeah, didn't this come out like 10 years ago or something like that? I'm curious if there's like a graphical overhaul mod or something too. I'm gonna have to, yeah, that's what I was thinking. I'll go in and turn VSync on. Maybe that'll help with a little bit of tearing that was there. It doesn't look terrible for 10 years though. There's a lot of games that look a lot worse. They're 10 years old. VSync. There's only on and off. So it came out in 2012. Gotcha. Welcome to Bright Falls.
Let's act like we're on vacation. Go stand next to that old gentleman there. I want a shot of you with the town in the background.
Sure. I'll even give you a title for the shot. A city boy, moments before he got eaten by a bear. Damn yuppies.
Maybe throw you overboard, sir.
Alan!
Yeah, I mean, it looks pretty good for almost 10 years old.
Let's see who has the last laughs.
See who has the last laugh. Oh yeah, I gotta pose for her, right? Where'd she want me to pose? I wasn't paying attention to her. I was looking at the graphics by this guy, I think.
Hi.
May
Hello
2010
there. You picked a good time to visit our town. Deerfest is just 2 weeks away.
for console.
Deerfest, huh? Did you hear that, honey?
Oh boy!
You have a lovely wife, if you don't mind me saying. I'm Pat Maine, by the way. Nice to meet you.
Yeah, I'm Alan Wake.
I won't pretend I don't recognize a famous writer such as yourself, Mr. Wake. A pleasure. I'm an avid reader myself. I hope this isn't too presumptuous of me, but I'm the night host at the local radio station. Any chance I could get an interview?
Look, Mr. Maine, I'm on vacation. In fact, I'd appreciate it if we could keep my being here just between the two of us. I'm sure you understand.
Fair enough. You can trust me to be discreet. Not a hard man to track down if you change your mind, though. I hope you two have a lovely holiday.
Very nice. I got a couple of really good ones. And I see you made a friend. That's cute.
Right. Yeah?
Hey, bestseller, how's my favorite writer? Are you there yet?
Barry. Yeah, we just got here.
Are the locals giving you trouble? Just say the word and I'll hop on a plane and come make sure that you're left alone, Al.
No, Barry, we're fine.
Great, great. Just want to make sure you can relax and recharge. So, how is the place? Has it gotten your creative juices flowing?
Barry, we're just settling in.
Okay, Al. I'll call back later to make sure you're doing okay. And you call me if there's a problem, okay? Okay. I'm just looking out for you, buddy. Talk to you later.
I love you too, Barry.
You know he's going to be calling you every 5 minutes.
Barry is Barry. I can always turn off the phone.
What did I tell you?
Text message from Barry. He says hi to you too.
Alan, we're here. Come on, let's get back to the car.
I'll take this one. Excuse me.
We need to stop at the local diner to get the cabin key
The
from the
cinematics
landlord,
where it's
a Mr.
really,
Carl Stuckey. He's waiting for us.
Really obvious.
I'll go fill her up while you get the key. I'll pick you up here in, say, 15 minutes.
Sure.
Alan, thank you for coming here with me.
I love you too. Go on. I'll promise to behave. I'd forgotten there were still places like this. Towns where everybody knew everybody.
Welcome to the Oh Dear Diner.
Hi, I was wondering if you could help me. I'm looking for...
Mr. Wake. Alan Wake. Oh, God! I am your biggest fan. I know people say that all the time, but I really am.
I'm glad to hear that.
Rose.
Rose, I'm looking for Mr. Stuckey. Carl Stuckey?
Carl? Of course, Mr. Wake.
I know.
He must have gone to visit
Noticed
the
that too.
restroom. He'll be back in a moment. I can't believe it. I've got all your books. I got the cutout from the bookstore when they took it out of the window.
And you keep it here. Well, okay. Good for you.
She keeps it at work with her? That's not creepy.
Try the coffee. Just don't blame me when you fall in love, 'cause it'll break your heart when you have to leave.
Rusty here is no longer human. Nothing but black coffee under a thin layer of skin.
Yeah, that makes two of us. Right. So much for a quiet vacation.
Are you staying long, Mr. Wake? I can't believe it. I'm having a conversation with Alan Wake.
Why is that person peeking down there at the bathroom? I don't know. I'm gonna go see if I can do anything over here.
Are you on your own, or is your
Do
wife
me a
with you?
favor, Sonny. I could really use a tune right now. Coconut, number 6 in the jukebox. I'd do it myself, but both of my legs have gone to sleep. Bad circulation. Yeah.
Are you serious? Coconut again? You disgust me. Call yourself a rocker. Unbelievable. Ha!
You put the lime in the coconut. Drink 'em both up.
Just because we're brothers, don't think I won't murder you
It
in
does
your
that.
sleep.
Get stuck. Yeah. You need to give it a good solid whack. Yes. That's my favorite tune. Coconut.
Shut your mouth, you demented has-been. If I had my hammer, I'd shut it for you. Jeez.
Now that's what I'm talking about. Yes.
Stop, you're gonna get my video muted. Oh
I've died and gone to hell.
my god, it's a real song. We're muted. It's done. Have to leave the spot. Lady?
Don't go in there, young man. You can hurt yourself in the dark.
I think I can handle it, ma'am. I didn't want to wait. I wanted to find
You don't
Stuckey,
wanna
to
die,
get the
do
key
you?
and get out as soon as
Worse.
possible. The waitress was giving me a headache.
But he
Overeager
didn't
fans
listen.
always did.
I mean, I wouldn't listen to her either. I think she was crazy.
Hello? Mr. Stuckey?
Carl couldn't make it. Unfortunately, he was taken ill. But I have the key for you and instructions on how to get to the lake.
Okay.
I wish you a good stay in my cabin. I'll come by later to check how you've settled in. And to meet your wife. I insist.
Thanks.
Alrighty then. You're not creepy at all.
Cauldron Lake is a special place. Very inspiring.
Goodbye.
You got lucky this time, young man. You can hurt yourself in the dark. This really ought to be fixed. And then I must remind Sarah to change the lights at the station. It's been too long already.
Fell asleep.
Even that sounds better than your singing.
Are you alright?
Splendid, splendid. Damn hernia. It swells up like a balloon if I lift anything heavier than a spoon. Yeah. Splendid, splendid. It's been a long time, Tom. Good to see you.
Hey, you wouldn't happen to have a bottle on you, would you, Tom?
I wish.
Tom.
The Andersons, they're, local musicians. We're waiting for Dr. Hartman to come pick them up. They wandered off from his clinic at the Cauldron Lake Lodge.
Okay. Thanks for the information. Goodbye.
Bye, Mr. Wake.
Mission accomplished. The key and the directions.
My hero. I got some flashlights, just in case.
Hey, wait! Mrs. Wake! Your keys!
Hey, wait a second.
That diner was a real nut house.
General Garza. From the
Can
Old
you
Republic.
believe this place? This would make a wonderful setting for a book.
We're supposed to be on vacation, Alice. I'll figure it out when we get back home. Okay?
Okay. We can talk about this later.
Batman here on KBFF.
I didn't want to talk about it. I wanted to bury my head in sand.
Here's another one of my favorites to go with it.
Once upon a time, I was a successful writer, but that was a long time ago. I hadn't been able to write a word in 2 years. Not since my last book.
And now the weather. It's gonna be a clear night, so you folks in the big city might want to look up every once in a while. See those stars winking down at you? It gets pretty dark out here, but they'll light your way.
Stucky was there. So are we at the wrong cabin too?
Wow. It's gorgeous, Alan.
It's something, all right. Don't worry, honey. I'll get you inside safe and sound before it gets dark. And I've got the flashlight.
I know. I'm okay.
Alice had a phobia. The fear of darkness. I wanted to make sure we were inside with the lights on before sunset.
There goes that raven again. Oh, multiple ravens. Oh god. They're everywhere. Odin, maybe? Bird leg cabin. Yeah, but I mean, it looks pretty good for 10-year-old game, 9-year-old PC game. Honestly. Did I say I could interact with someone? No idea. Oh, I can examine the stump.
The island had once been the site for a love story. Maybe it would be that again.
Narration thing is a little weird. Can I crouch? Focus play on screen. You can focus by
Alice
holding
had
F.
told me about Cauldron Lake Lodge. The old building used to be a hotel, but these days it was no longer open to the public.
Well, I got a feeling we'll be there sooner or later. Looks like there's a generator in there.
An old generator had been connected to the power cable.
Let there be lights.
The lights are on. Good work, honey. I'll freshen up a bit and start settling in.
Thanks, love
Okay.
you too.
I'll look around a bit.
Sure thing. Have fun.
It's kind of weird he says that to people without them saying it to him, but
It was a beautiful place. I told myself I could rest here, sleep here, and forget about my work. I thought we could be happy here.
return to Alice. All these friggin' ravens. There's something over there. Don't want to go around there now. I can't even sprint. You know what? I will. I will go around if it'll let us. Because who knows? It won't. Never mind. Say who knows if it'll let us over there some other time. We got locked out of some places in the last game we played by waiting.
Alice? Honey?
Alan, I'm upstairs. I have a surprise for you.
Here we go.
The Deer Fest guests have already started to arrive. Just ran into one on the ferry. A famous artist, no less, but we'll see if we can rope him into an interview later on. Now, let's go to the phones. Caller, you're on KBF-FM.
Hi, Pat. It's Rose.
Why, hello, Rose. What's on your mind?
I know who that famous artist was. It was Alan Wake, wasn't it? He's my favorite writer.
Well, Rose, I
just saw him at the diner. Oh, I am so excited he's here.
I'm sure he's glad to be here, too. Well, folks, I guess the secret's out. This is Pat Maine on KBF-FM, and now some music.
Great. So much for keeping a low profile.
Friggin' Rose. All right.
Alan, come here, slowpoke.
Let's go see what this surprise is. Oh dear.
Well, hello there.
I'm not the surprise. It's in the study. Go take a look.
Okay.
So she's just chilling in her underpants then?
Surprise!
Alice? What is this?
I guess I have a small confession to make. I thought maybe you could write here that a change of scenery would get you past...
Damn it, Alice, everyone
Hey, just hear me out. There's a local doctor, Dr. Hartman. I read a book of his. He has a private clinic here. He specializes in helping artists.
So now you want to get me committed?
No, it's not like that. That's not... Alan? Alan?
Just don't! I don't want to hear it. God damn it, Alice! God damn it! I knew she wouldn't follow me in the dark. I needed some time alone to think things through.
Just wanted a vacation.
Damn it.
He's kind of a jerk, though. She's just trying to help.
Alice? Alice? Alice! The cabin had gone dark. All the lights were out. Alice, I'm coming! It's all right, I'm coming!
Oh.
What the hell?
Help me! Alan! No!
Alice? Alice? Oh no!
That's what I was about to say. I would jump in.
Keep going. Wake up.
Alice? Waking up in the crashed car felt like I had woken from one nightmare and entered another. I couldn't remember how I got there. All I knew was that something terrible had happened to Alice. The phone was dead. I'd have to find help on foot.
Okay.
Among Alice's things was a book, The Creator's Dilemma, by a Dr. Emil Hartman. Seeing the book brought back my fight with Alice. I didn't like it, and I didn't like the guy's smug face on the cover either.
I kind of already have an idea of where this game is going, but I don't want to say it in case it's true. I think, well, I'm hoping I'm wrong.
The gas station was my best bet. They'd have a phone I could use. It looked like a long hike through the forest to get there.
Reach the gas station. Write on a piece of paper. Oh, I can remember it. It's pretty straightforward, but.
Damn.
Bye, car. How's it going, Silver Tiger? Welcome in, by the way. Fun Street Night. What were you playing? The lights.
Hello? Is someone there?
Ultima. I never played Ultima.
The loose sheets of paper were pages from a manuscript entitled Departure. That was the name I planned to use for the next novel I had never gotten started. I was named the author. I hadn't written it. I couldn't remember writing it. In the scene on the page, the hero was attacked by an axe murderer in the woods at night.
Played it back in the day.
Departure by Alan Wake.
This is kind of interesting.
The man turned to face me. His face was covered in shadows. It was hard to make him out in the darkness of the forest that surrounded us, but the axe he lifted was plain to see. It glistened with the blood of his victim. He grinned madly. The shadows were alive, distorting his features. It was a scene from a nightmare, but I was awake.
Adverbs? Stephen King is rolling over in his grave. I know he's still alive, but he sleeps in a grave. Play a lot of Ultimate games. Never played UO though.
Anybody there? Please, I've been in an accident.
There you go, Ibex. You asked me I was going to critique his writing. Apparently, yes. I didn't even think about it. Ah, light, the promise of safety.
The lights up ahead were a good sign. Maybe I wouldn't have to hike all the way down to the gas station to find a phone.
I gotta get used to shift not being a toggle in this one. You know, I can resist in Evil Within 2, running with shift was a toggle, and this one you gotta hold it.
Anybody there? Please, I've been in an accident. Hey!
No, that's the axe murderer.
There's been an accident. I need help.
Listen,
I need to...
Premium cabins for rent in...
Oh, hell.
Carl Stuckey. Pleased to meet you. Non-refundable reservation deposit required. Fair and square.
Darkston's addiction.
And square.
I thought it showed something I could pick up. I don't need a premium cabin.
The Taken stood before me. It was impossible to focus on it, as if it stood in a blind spot caused by a brain tumor and eye disease. It was bleeding shadows like ink underwater, like a cloud of blood from a shark bite. I was terrified. I squeezed the flashlight like my life depended on it, willing it to stop coming any closer. Suddenly something gave, and the light seemed to shine brighter.
To arrive. You lose.
Shit. The deposit. It's the latest. Great.
I had to figure a way out of this. Any second now, and Stucky would be knocking on the door with his axe like Nicholson in The Shining.
How convenient. Alright. Got some batteries for our flashlights. Apparently the flashlight only loses battery power if we do the bright shining though. That's what it looks like. We got 12.
During your trying. It's the latest thing.
Yes.
Bright Falls Sheriff Station. Only I...
Hello? Hello?
One stone.
Had the word like 3 times already. Maybe he's a valley girl. Like Phoenix. Whoa. Alright, well. There goes that trailer cabin thing.
The bulldozer had gone over the cliff with the office. I hoped Stucky had suffered the same fate, but I wasn't planning on staying to find out. There were more of them. My head pounded with the concussion. I'd never fired a gun outside a shooting range, and now I just killed someone. Or something. There were no bodies. They just disappeared. If I was dreaming, it felt real enough to make me sick.
Ah, I could have used that instead of my flashlight. Too late for that. What's this do? Let's just kick it. Okay, I don't know what that did.
The Dark Forest was the last place I wanted to go, but I had no choice. I had to get to the gas station.
Alright, into the Dark Forest.
Eerie hand-painted graffiti was revealed by my flashlight. Someone had hidden a chest of supplies near it.
Thank you, random person. A flare gun. I think I'll stick with the Magnum. It's kind of cool the flashlight revealed a path to get there. Alright. Also, the shooting isn't too bad. Usually don't like third-person shooting at all, but it's not too bad so far. Why can't you drive the semi-truck to the gas station? Keys are missing. All the keys for all the vehicles were in that, just in the cabin that went over. You over here? Alright, Abex, no worries. I understand. Whoa. Hopefully we didn't miss all those. We're just getting them out of order,
Rose
I hope.
knew she had been gushing, but right now, she didn't care. As far as she was concerned, her brief meeting with Alan Wake was literally the high point of her life. She watched as he got in the car with his wife. She was pretty, confident, at ease with Wake. Not like Rose. They were perfect for each other. She'd have given anything to be called their friend.
I don't know, I'm warming up to the playstyle a little bit. constant narration is a little weird, but I think there's a reason for that as well, I'm guessing. Ah, an emergency box out in the woods with energizer batteries and revolver ammo, just like real life. How long into it? About 30 minutes. This definitely seems like one you would like more. So yeah, not too far in.
When I saw the river below, something uncoiled itself inside my head. I realized that I'd have to find a way across. I didn't even want to look at the water.
Should we ride? Yeah, that was. I think that was intentional. That it's almost like a audio jump scare or something. Collecting coffee. What a terrible thing. Buy my lightsaber? It's pretty long. So it's the longest one I've ever seen. The Schwartz. I don't want to miss any of the pages, really. But I also don't know that I want to explore every little crevice. There we go. There's a page. Barry's arrival.
Barry Wheeler was bouncing off the walls. He jumped on a plane after his calls were ignored by both Al and Alice for several days. It could mean that they were both on a second honeymoon, but Barry didn't buy it. Al had been way too unstable for that. Not sleeping, messed up. Barry had years of experience dealing with Alan Wake, and he couldn't ignore it. Something was wrong.
When are you gonna post a picture of your arm, by the way, Pineapple? Or send it to me? That sounds kind of weird for anyone that doesn't know. Pineapple, can you do me a favor and take a picture of your arm for me? Thanks. All right, Stucky?
Stucky was still out there, in the dark, stalking me.
So every crevice with your irregularly long lightsaber. Nothing over there. So tomorrow. So you said you're gonna do the other arm too. You're gonna get it basically the same way, like a matching. I like that you can tap R to reload even faster. It's kind of nice. I don't see anything else. Or some unknown land. You said it was a half sleeve, right? Hey, Senior Low, welcome back. Oh, we got some light reveal. Last time that it revealed a box of loot. Little game. That's what I've heard, but I'm blind to it, so We finished Evil Within 2, so this is the next one for our Halloween games this year. Shoulder to elbow. Insomnia, 9 months. That's a Twitch baby. It's quite the unexpected sights. So we're doing, hey, Insomnia, welcome back. Thank you for the continued support. Very appreciated, I'm sure you know. Doing all right. Man, we only have a few days left of the horror streams for this year. Ah, thank goodness. Blind flashlight. Oh yeah. Oh.
Taken. They're taken.
The Taken are filled with darkness. Best joke in name. Looks just like my cut through trees and bushes. It is pretty solid, huh? It's a strong flashlight. Loot. Batteries. Lots of batteries. All right. God, I still will never forget the person that literally thought I was blind. I'm pretty sure they weren't trolling either based on how they were saying it, how surprised they seemed when we were like, when someone told them and they were like, oh God, I feel stupid now. What were we playing? That was when we were playing Teamfight Tactics, actually. Halloween costume? Yeah, it's the same one I've been wearing for 3 years. It's been washed a few times. But yeah, you can do Exclamation Evil if you want to learn more. But basically every year we do 13 horror streams leading up to Halloween, with the scariest of games being the last couple of those. I wear the chicken suit.
The staircase was broken. I had to make my way up some other way.
Yeah, a few times, like a couple. I've watched it like twice. Actually, need to watch it again tonight. Oh, I can only hold 42 ammo?
There was no power. There was bound to be a generator somewhere at the logging site.
Looking for a genie. 13 streams a year, you get Chicken Adam. Yep. Yep. I remember when I used to, when we first started doing it, so the very first year I was like, maybe I should do this for all of October. Every stream for a month. And then I was like, absolutely not. I'm not going to play crap like Outlast for an entire month.
With all this forestry equipment around, there had to be something I could use to reach the top.
There's the coffee container. I don't really care about collecting them all or anything. Oh, there's fall damage. All right. Good to know. Too scared? Couldn't bring yourself to finish it? Well, we are gonna finish it. Okay, door on the other side. Alright, I gotta make sure I pick up the ammo that we couldn't before we go any further. I mean, I'm gonna do whatever's here, but at the entrance to this end of the page, okay, good. Those I do want to find. Attacked by birds.
I heard them before I saw them, swooping down from the sky and screeching as they came. I spun around just as the cloud was upon me. For an instant, I stared into 100 dead eyes, black pearls glittering in the darkness. I raised the flashlight and the swarm exploded like fireworks. Feathers burned, turned into ash. I couldn't hear my scream above theirs.
Foreboding. Ooh, shotgun. Yeah. Okay, that's a weird way to go through the door, but alright. Alright, a mini game. Alright, so we'll go pick up that ammo we left behind and then hit that button afterwards. I thought it was a skull. It was a helmet. Could be a skull in it. We don't know. Okay.
A magnanimous dispensation.
What? Insomnia, what? Insomnia, thank you for the $100 donation. As always, great stream. I'll be lurking mainly because of university. Hope you enjoy this game. You know you did. Thank you, Insomnia. Helps a ton, man. See? My wife appreciates it too. Look at all that. She doesn't even give me that many hearts. Insomnia, thank you. I was not expecting that, so. Man. Yeah, I'm actually at the beginning I think it was kind of jarring because of how different it is from the games we just finished, so it was kind of like I don't know if I can get into this, but I've already kind of gotten used to the third person and the narration's a little over the top, but it's all right so far. Man, thank you, Insomnia. Much love to Insomnia. I kind of want to shoot these cans. I don't want to waste ammo, but those cans... Doesn't it just seem like they should be shot? Yeah. That did nothing. No achievement. I don't know what I expected. I am kind of glad that you can actually shoot them, though. Oh, oh. Indicator. Shotgun ammo.
Well, I was just outside for a breath of fresh air, and what a night. I know most of you are probably in your beds by now, but if you're still up and around, take a moment. Step outside for a spell and breathe in deep. The weather is absolutely still. The sky is crystal clear. It's like the forest is quietly breathing along with you. As you listeners know, I'm a night owl, and it's on nights like this I wish I wasn't cooped up in the studio. Makes an old man like me wish I could just roam wild. But here I am, and who'd keep you company all night long if I weren't? It looks like I'm not the only one staying up late. Caller, you're on the air.
Hey, Pat, it's Maurice Horton.
Hello, Maurice. What are you up to?
Well, I was just taking Toby on his walkies.
Oh, isn't it beautiful out there?
Sure, but Pat, the reason I called is that Toby heard something rustling in the undergrowth and took off after it, and I couldn't find it.
Probably a rabbit.
Sure. Toby loves rabbits.
Well, sure.
Anyway, I figured that, if anyone runs into Toby, they could grab him. My number's on his collar.
And Toby's a friendly dog?
Toby loves people. Usually he comes back, but we were pretty far from home, and it sounds like he went pretty wild there. Great dog, but he's just too dumb for his own good.
Well, Maurice, it's out there now. Hope Toby comes home soon.
Yeah, thanks, Pat.
You have a good night now.
Which part makes you think of the jerk? The thermos? I kind of like these clues that you can only see when the flashlight is right on them. Oh, the cans. I got you. He hates these cans. Stay away from the cans. The guy's trying to kill him. Yeah. It's one of my favorite parts. The guy just pulls his name out of the note or out of the phone book. It's like, sounds like a real a-hole. And goes to kill him. Oh, there's more. Wait, which one did we just pick up? Oh, there.
At first, I kept finding the pages as if by accident. The book I couldn't remember was either a terrible and true prophecy or an act of creation that had rewritten the world. I began to hunt the pages feverishly, for they held the answer to the mystery. With it, I could save myself. With it, I could save Alice.
Your way, turn back in, wielding a lightsaber. That's what Pineapple said too. But it's not a lightsaber, it's the Schwartz. We have the biggest, thickest Schwartz of anyone in this land so far.
The gas station was closer now, its light welcoming in the darkness.
Figured.
The best dogs in the state. Belly Burster is the best with no curves.
I want a belly burster hot dog. That sounds delicious. I haven't had a hot dog in so long. Hello? Oh, I didn't mean to... I didn't mean to use the flare gun, but I guess it worked. Let's try out the shotgun. Shotgun does seem to kill people. Oh, another secret. Come on, guy. Where did I see that? Was it on this rock? Yeah. Safe haven. Well, that's not a secret. Wait. A page. Come on. I just want to read the page. It's Bacon. Hey, Bacon. 25 months. This guy's a chicken effer. That's our $20 alert at the moment. It's never used very much. It's surprising shotguns kill people. I know. But they can't in games if they're more than like 8 feet away. It's such a dumb trope.
I stepped into the gas station's garage.
Thank you,
It was
Bacon.
dark and quiet. The place was a mess. It looked like someone trashed the place or that there'd been some kind of fight. Light spilled into the room through an open door at the back, and I made my way toward it. Without any warning, I was blinded by a bright light. An old portable TV on the shelf had come alive by itself. Impossibly, I could see myself on the screen, talking like a madman.
How's it going, Bacon? Thank you again. For 20 bucks, I'll call it. Yeah, that's the alert. It does seem like VSync helped a little bit too. This being like 10 years old, my computer was probably trying to push it at like 300 frames per second or some ridiculousness. Okay, there's a marker. Where's... Is this just a different way up? Oh, there's a page or something. I don't know which way to go first. Yeah, let's go up here first because we're trying to make our way down, I think, to the gas station, right? So, yeah, we'll follow this. And this is like a hidden clue, so. I like how you don't get bullets for the flare gun, you get whole new flare guns. Alright, good thing I came back up here. Abusive. A leper. Lepers and abominations for you, my friend. It seems like that's not something you'd want to walk through. 3 of them. Oh, it looks like headshots might register. I haven't been trying to do headshots because of how, I mean, aiming is in this weird off-center third-person thing, but I think we hit that guy in the head the second time. He went down 2 shots instead of 3. Goodbye forever.
The cabin on Cauldron Lake? She asked. The sheriff looked at me suspiciously. The early morning light flooded through the office windows. I would probably never have gotten out of the woods alive without her help, but I couldn't tell her the truth of what I'd faced the previous night. She'd think I was lying or crazy. She'd lock me up, and she wouldn't help me find Alice.
So I would have gotten the shotgun there had I not gone and found the other one first.
Science. It bestows immortality on those who advance
Twilight
it to
Zone,
elevate all of mankind. Newton, Einstein, Sagan, princes among men. But the price for such a legacy is steep indeed. In Night Springs. Tonight's episode, a quantum suicide. If our lives
Just watch the whole episode.
It would take a courageous man to change the script. Having called a press conference, Dr. Barclay Colvin is about to demonstrate that very courage.
Ladies and gentlemen of the press, I am Dr. Barclay Colvin, and I'm glad so many of you could join me here at the Moorcock Institute. Tonight, I'm going to give a practical demonstration of the many worlds interpretation. As you can see, this is a loaded 9mm pistol. It shall be part of a thought experiment. And now, a real experiment, known as a quantum suicide.
Did he say suicide? Is that a real gun? He's kidding, right?
Please, stay calm. There is no risk. Observe what occurs when I place the weapon against my own forehead. Now, you might think this round is merely a dud. Not so. Observe the flower pot. And yet, I myself cannot be harmed with this gun. With each pull of the trigger, 2 new realities branch off. One in which the weapon didn't fire, and one where it did. With my machine here, I have ensured that this reality is always the former. I have bestowed upon myself quantum immortality. Under no circumstances can this gun kill me.
So wait. What you're saying is that every time you pull the trigger, in another reality, you die?
Yes, of course, but that's completely trivial.
Probably watch. Thank you for the lurk. Have a good night.
Things that could happen at any moment, and they always do happen somewhere. The point is, this one thing did not happen here.
You're insane, Colvin.
Insane? Insane?
Hey, was this thing supposed to be plugged in? I stumbled on it.
You fools! Gaze upon quantum immortality.
Poor Dr. Colvin. Felled by his own hubris or the ignorance of the masses.
So one, have a good night. Thank you for hanging out, man.
He should have left the crate unopened, the decaying atom unobserved. Curiosity often kills the cat. In Night Springs.
Twilight Zone ripoff. Alright. We watched the whole episode. Good though, it's a good episode. My favorite episode of Night Springs, honestly. Alright, Shadow Men. I know you're coming. Checkpoint reached. Oh, that's a lot of ammo. Is that like unlimited ammo? And batteries? We're probably gonna have to fight Stucky, I guess. Maybe it's just a full fill up. Either way. What? I hit the button. many batteries is this gonna take? Not that many.
Stucky's body vanished, leaving behind only a lifetime of nightmares to come. Assuming I'd reach the lights at the gas station alive.
Alright, Stucky, I hope you were actually a bad guy, because you're dead now. I'm sure that's the last we'll ever see of you. More coffee. Ugh. But yeah, I don't really care about the coffee collectibles. I mean, if I see them, I'll pick them up, but kind of want the pages of them. Miss Lady Goat, welcome in. Let's go, Miss Lady Goat. We finished Evil Within 2 pretty early into the stream, so now we're Alan Waking. Open sesame. Anything over here? I hear an owl. I like it. We're still pretty early in, but it's good so far. I think because the gameplay was so jarringly different from Evil Within, like the first few minutes getting used to this, I was like, I don't know if I'm going to be able to do this.
When I first arrived with Alice.
But it's kind of changed since then. I'm enjoying it at the moment. Overall. Seems to have aged pretty decently.
After the insanity I had just experienced in the darkness, the lights of the gas station felt comforting. At least for a moment, the sane world reasserted itself.
Really not bad for old, yeah. I guess it came out on console over 10 years ago, and on PC about 9 years ago, almost 9 years. 68th Annual Deer Fest.
The Deer Fest had been 2 weeks away when we arrived. If the day count on the banner was right, I was missing a whole week between the night we got here and now.
All right, another thermos. Have you played through it, or just watched someone play through it? Or none of the above?
I had to get inside the gas station to find a phone to call for help. The garage was a mess. It looked like someone had trashed the place, or that there'd been some kind of fight.
All right. I'll keep writing. Outside, there's only darkness. Outside the cabin, outside the story, there's only darkness. I can feel her presence in the dark. Just now, I could smell her perfume in the room. I'll reach her. I'll fix it up. I'll bring her back. The story will come true. If I stop, she's lost.
Played through the first 2 episodes.
I don't believe this. It'd been me on the TV, talking crazy. Was I losing my mind?
Yes. Anything to get before we go to the phone? The 68th Annual Deer Fest, September 15th to the 18th. Games and activities, raffle tickets, fishing competition, pie contest, and surprise competitions. Live music. For the children, Bucktooth Charlie in the afternoons, and Montgomery the Mystic's amazing Phantasmagoria in the evenings. Don't miss the legendary Deer Fest Parade. Yes. Nordic walking. All right.
Bright Falls Sheriff Station.
I've found just about every place you can jump off thing and die.
Oh, thank God, Sheriff.
Sheriff Sarah Breaker.
As long as you're having
You
fun.
are-
I'm Alan Wake, but listen, I was in a car crash. My wife Alice, she's missing.
Calm down, Mr. Wake.
We were staying in a cabin on the island, on Cauldron Lake.
There's no island on Cauldron Lake, not since the big eruption in the 70s.
Please, I can take you there, okay?
You look like you've taken a pretty bad knock to the head. Are you okay?
Listen.
We'll figure this out. Please get in the car. We'll swing by the lake and then we'll go to the station, okay? Mr. Wake, have you seen Stucky, the guy who owns this place?
Yeah, I killed him.
I realized I couldn't tell her what had happened in the forest. She wouldn't have believed me. And then she wouldn't have helped me with Alice.
He came at me with an axe. I killed him. There is no island. There is no cabin.
A candy-colored clown they call the Sandman tiptoes to my room every night. Just to sprinkle stardust and to whisper.
The end of episode 1.
Everything is alright. I close my eyes, then I drift away.
I don't want to hit enter to skip, but does it just mean skip the song?
I softly say a silent prayer.
Previously on Alan Wake. I came to Bright Falls with my wife, Alice.
Thank you for coming here with me. I thought maybe you could write here.
I don't want to hear it. God damn it, Alice.
Now, she's missing.
Alice? Alice?
I woke up behind the wheel of a crashed car. I'm missing a week. I was attacked by shadowy men straight from a nightmare. The sheriff took me to the lake Alice and I had stayed at, but the cabin had disappeared.
Episode 2, Taken. New York City 3 years ago. Hey, Tyler, welcome back in. It's going all right. Some Cletus Twitch things. And Cletus blows your mind. His favorite
Honey,
genre is rap.
Home.
Back here, sweetie.
No, I can see Cletus
Worst
bellowing
weather
out
I've
some
ever
Sweet Home
seen.
Alabama or
You
something.
should put some coffee on. It'll warm you up.
Switch on the coffee maker. Oh, it is snowy out. Been lurking? Well, I meant welcome back to non-lurking. Or whatever. You know what I mean. Wow. We have this size apartment? It's like I'm some famous author or something that can afford this in New York City.
Hey, handsome. This is
Why,
gonna be a
hello.
long night, but these shots are turning out great.
I guess you're gonna need that coffee then. I'll go put it on.
Being able to afford a place like that? Oh, I know. Actually, I probably wouldn't want to be in New York City at the moment. But, you know, any other year. The Fall of Casey. The Things That I Want. Alex Casey. What I Can't Forget. Return to Cinder. That's an Elvis song. Oh, this one has its own pages. Oh, that means I missed a couple pages in the first episode. Oh well.
It's true what they say about the fall and the sudden stop at the end.
No more Twitch
I'd
things
lain
soon.
there in the snow while the lurid chain of scenes that had led me here kept playing in my head. A rerun of my own private snuff movie. A memory of my corpse. Alone at my own wake. Thinking in metaphors again. The femme fatale was gone. Only a sour taste remained of the kiss that killed me.
Sorry. I can't do one as Cletus. I'm not going to do one as Cletus. But if you want me to do it as Lydia or the Devil or Granny, I will, Cogkin. Or I can refund it. But there's a reason I deleted the Cletus one. Let me know.
This was a late goodbye.
Lydia? Okay.
13 years after I'd gotten my revenge, it had finally caught up with me. It had been a long time to bear the pain. My blood painted the snow red. A gruesome slushy dissolved all the scattered painkillers and leisurely dripped down to the sewer, mingling with the bile of the city, becoming one with it. I can see them now. My wife and my baby. Honey, I'm home.
This is a much different manuscript than the one from chapter 1. Do it as Lydia. All right.
I think this is Lydia. Is this Lydia? Yeah, it sounds like Lydia. Thanks, Cogkin. Big wheels keep on turning. Carry me home to see my kid. Singing songs about the Southland. Miss Alabama once again. I think it's a sin, yes, well. I don't remember the beginning of this. I heard Mr. Young sing about her. Southern man. Well, I heard old Neil put her down well. I hope young Neil will remember. Southern man, don't need him around, anyhow. Sweet home Alabama. Well, Leah doesn't listen to this. Where the skies are so blue. Sweet home Alabama. Lord, I'm coming home to you.
Come on, Lydia. Get your crap together. Do it as Lydia.
Oh. Thank you, Cogkin. Thank you for saving up channel points, summoning Lydia. Haven't heard from her in a while. Granny didn't like her crap, though. She shattered the beginning of it a little bit. And Ninda? We'll be back later. Alrighty, Ninda. Welcome in. See you later. Epic Jams.
The continuing freezing rain and heavy snowfall have necessitated a winter storm warning in the entire tri-state area. People are advised to stay indoors as many roadways are already closed, and city officials are not expecting snow crews to keep up with the weather. We're now on the third day of the blizzard, and the weather is not expected to clear up anytime soon.
Yeah, it would be nice before this, even if you didn't live in the city. I was surprised how much I actually liked New York City when I went there. But of course, I went there as a tourist and a teenager after basically not being anywhere other than in very rural places. So I was like pretty amazed by it. It's like, yeah, I'll move here. I'll live here. This apartment isn't that much in New York City. We're talking only like maybe like 10 grand a month or something. I don't know. All I know is there's like studio apartments that are like over 2 grand a month. All right. Anything else to see before we go turn this coffee pot on? I don't think so. That's there will be more granny sings.
Sweet home Alabama, where the skies are so blue. Sweet home Alabama, Lord, I'm coming home to you.
There you go. There's a bonus granny. All right, let's do it.
Coffee's on.
Jet Fighter Comms voices.
I'll need it if I'm gonna finish this by tomorrow.
Let me see if that one's still set up. Is it 4?
No. What the crap is this?
Is it this one? I think it's this one, right? Alright. I think it's this one. In the rear with the gear. Yeah. Or like a stormtrooper or something. These aren't the droids we're looking for. Carry on. Yeah, that one's probably fine. Since it's already set up on the mixer. So homeschooling? I am, yeah. Yeah. We had the option to send her back, but it was only an option. And with cases getting worse, it doesn't seem smart for me to send her back yet.
5x5 in the pipes. Or in the pipe. I don't know why I said pipes. 5x5 in the pipe. I know what that's from, but I always think of StarCraft when I hear that.
Oh, hey, I just finished those cover mock-ups. They're on your desk. Tell me what you think.
Let's go, Nitro.
No kidding. I didn't think you'd get them done this quickly.
On occasion, I can perform all sorts of miracles, my dear.
Oh, really?
Well, you seemed to think so last night.
Yeah, Aliens, XCOM, yeah. I think of StarCraft always, but Aliens, yeah.
5x5 in the pipe. And then the in the rear with the gear.
That one's the one I mainly remember from StarCraft. The SCV. Examine the cover mock-ups. Oh, she said they were in the other room. Okay. What's in here? Can't go in there. Can we go outside? I don't want to miss chapters. I doubt we're going to be in the apartment the whole time. I don't want to miss any chapters if we, you know, are in the area with them, but... Alright. Okay, how do I examine these, lady? I was talking about StarCraft and Aliens. I didn't hear you. Down here. Ah, okay. I was right. Different room.
These look really good.
Oh, sure, until Barry gets his hands on them. Which, by the way, will happen over my dead body. The last time was the last time. Oh, and speaking of Barry, he called. Alan!
I'm coming.
Please check the fuse box.
The living room is bigger
I'm
than your
right
whole
here.
apartment?
I'm on it, honey.
Please hurry.
Do you have like a studio apartment? Or, I mean...
I'm right here, baby.
I'm fine. Just get the lights back on.
You don't have to
now,
answer any of those
please.
questions. I'm just curious.
Honey, it's a power outage. I've got the flashlight.
Okay. Hi.
Shine it
You
right in her
okay?
eyes.
I'm sorry. It just really spooked me.
Don't worry. We'll just break out the candles.
I know it's stupid, but it's just... Especially when I'm not prepared for it, you know? It gets to me.
I love you.
Tell me a story, writer.
Just small.
Okay. I used to have these nightmares when I was a kid. The dark really spooked me, too. When it got really bad, my mom gave me this old light switch. She called it the clicker.
The clicker, huh?
Yeah. If I ever got scared of the dark, I could just flip the
clicker.
switch and a magic light would scare the monsters away.
Oh, sure.
Here it is.
Alan.
Maybe it'll help you, too.
Yeah, nice story, writer boy. You made that up right now, didn't you?
No. Seriously.
I love you, even if you are a liar. Thanks for this.
Yeah, I mean, he's rich, though. At this stage, he's like a famous author with a ton of money. So, I guess it's possible. Bright Falls, present day.
How do you feel, Mr. Wake? Any nausea, disorientation, anything like that? Mr. Wake, how are you feeling?
Peachy.
I'm okay. My head's fine. I had to lie about my headache and memory loss. He'd send me to a hospital for tests.
Oh, don't I know it?
I couldn't leave without Alice.
Unless you're like Stephen King or something.
I don't think you have a concussion, but you've obviously been through quite a shock. You should take it easy for a couple of days.
Thanks.
Well then, Mr. Wake, we're done here. If the pain gets any worse or you experience any other symptoms, you should come see me. I'll let you get on.
Patterson, yeah.
Sarah, Sheriff Breaker, is waiting for you. She's very good at her job. I'm sure she can locate your wife in no time.
Doc Nelson was the image of a small-town doctor. Sheriff Breaker had called him to the station to take a look at the cut in my head.
Patterson barely writes any of his own stuff anymore either.
I'm sorry you had to cut your morning fishing short for this, Doc.
Oh, she's a beauty, ain't she? Not the biggest I ever caught, if you can believe that coming from an old fisherman like me, but she's right up there. Now, she's a largemouth bass, which is what you're after if you prefer a lure. Now, if you want either trout or salmon, on the other hand, then it's fly fishing for you. You a fishing man, Mr. Wake? Oh,
yeah, pretty much.
Doesn't really matter, I suppose. But it can be very relaxing out there. You can't get me off the water this time of year. Closest thing to heaven.
I'll take your word for it, Doc.
He was a businessman before he was a writer. And I watched like this long interview with him where he was basically saying the reason he went into it is because he thought of a way, like he didn't really care about writing it all that too much. Obviously,
I
you know, he
believe
did
you'll find
write
the
it
sheriff in her office.
in the early days.
Just go down the corridor.
But he had an idea of how he could make buttloads of money with that system. And it worked for him, and he's like a billionaire or something now. Makes so much money. So there's a fishing minigame. It's that woman!
Thank you for testing the lights, Miss Weaver. Everything seems to be fine.
I don't have the luxury of being complacent, Deputy Grant. The bulbs will need changing soon. You can't change them in the dark.
I'll be sure to take care of it, Miss Weaver. Have a nice day now.
Very good. I'll come back later on to remind you, just in case.
Mr. Wake?
She's gonna end up being
sheriff
important.
is waiting for you in her office down the corridor.
Down the corridor?
That
Well,
was Cynthia Weaver. I guess you can call her the town eccentric. She used to be the editor of the local newspaper, but she's focused on, other things these days.
I see that. Is there anything for me to like loot or?
Yeah, it's Mulligan here. I'm at Stucky's gas station with Thornton. There's no sign of him. Over.
Wait. Yeah, this is Thornton. Look, we've located the parade float. It's here. That's some good news, right? Stucky was supposed to be driving it at the rehearsals today. Over.
Oh, give me that. Mulligan here. Looks like someone really thrashed the garage. Over.
Okay, roger that, guys. Keep looking for Stucky. Jane's out.
And my fingerprints are all over that place. Also, I killed him, so. Alice sees a shadow.
Alice looked through the viewfinder, lining up the shot. Cauldron Lake was breathtaking. Something caught her eye. A figure standing in the shadows behind the cabin, like a thin woman in a black dress. She lowered the camera and looked again. No one there. Just a collection of bushes that looked vaguely human-shaped. She shook her head and laughed.
Am I really a murderer if the guy was teleporting around with an axe trying to kill me? Not so sure. It was,
The sheriff wants to see you in her office, Mr.
self-defense. A missing cat. Sad. That's when we already went in. All right. To the sheriff. Missing Richard Bow, Bruce Dansky, Jacob Miller. On a camping trip, overdue, haven't been in contact. If you see them or know their whereabouts, please call 555-9932. Thank you. Is it my rights? It's rights. I guess it's been on the state. Speed on 62007 and defending features knack for winning contests. Okay.
Come in, Mr. Wake. Your phone's on the desk. The battery was dead. It's charged now.
Have you started looking for my wife yet?
My men are already on it. Now, can you tell me what happened?
I'm not sure. I can't remember. We were arguing. I walked out of the cabin.
The cabin on Cauldron Lake? How did you end up at Stucky's gas station?
I wanted to tell her what had happened last night, but I couldn't. She'd locked me up. Excuse me. I need to take this. Hello?
Alan, please help me.
Alice?
Stop talking to the law. You'll do exactly what I say if you ever want to see your wife again.
Who is this?
Go to the back lot. There's a hole in the fence on the left. Look inside the junker. I left a little something there to convince you we're all on the same page here. After you ditch the cops, you're gonna meet me in Elderwood National Park. There's a spot called Lover's Peak. Midnight. Don't do nothing stupid, pal. We're watching you.
Kills a lightsaber, leave no evidence. Thing is, I didn't kill him with a lightsaber, though. I weakened him with it, but then I shot him in the head like 8 times with a Magnum.
Mr. Wake, can I help you with anything?
I need to get some air. The sheriff said I could go out back.
Of course, Mr. Wake. You can get there through the cell corridor. Just don't mind Walter in there. He's one of our regulars.
I thought he quit drinking for good.
Oh, no such luck. He went on a bender and beat Danny pretty badly. He started shouting like that the moment he woke up. You can get to the back lot through that door and down the corridor, Mr. Wake.
Hey, mister! Hey, can you turn the lights on? The deputies, they don't understand. They won't listen to me. I need it to be bright in here.
All right, you got it, man.
Thank you, man, thank you. Hey, you're all right. You're a good guy. Don't let anybody tell you different. You know, I shouldn't even be in here. The cops, they got it all wrong. See, sure, I beat him up, but I wasn't drunk. I mean, I wasn't drunk at the time. I only got drunk afterward. Okay, listen, you gotta listen carefully now. Here's the kicker. That wasn't Danny. No, sir. It only looked like him. You wanna know who it really was? I'll tell you who it really was. It was a goddamn space alien! I know it sounds like something a drunk would say, but believe me, I wasn't drunk then.
I believe you. It was a space alien. All right, new page.
In spite of its human mask, to describe the dark presence as intelligent would have implied human qualities on something decidedly inhuman.
Awesome, yeah.
Nonetheless, it found the one spot in the diner that was dark enough. Some light spilled into the corridor, ravaging it. But it took the pain. Horrible as it was, the writer would soon fix that. He would be coming to the one place where it still had power.
I told him, oh yeah, well, I don't hear.
The early morning light hurt my eyes and made my head ache. The man on the phone had said, go through the fence on the left.
Well, folks, it's been another long night, and it's about time for me to sign off for a while. God knows I need my beauty sleep. Just one more item before I go. It's been a busy night for the Sheriff's Department. We've had a few broken windows, even a report of shots fired on Main Street. Deputies Mulligan and Thornton had to deal with 2 intoxicated young men who were celebrating the completion of their Deerfest float. Now, folks, we get this every year. I know it's exciting, the big day's almost here, but let's save it for the party and leave the gunplay for the shooting competition, huh? There's no point in getting all worked up yet.
Deerfest is so friggin' exciting. Probably is for this town, I guess. Alright, there's the junker.
The caller had told me to find a hole in the fence behind the police station. There was something for me in an abandoned car.
You guys got a strong kick. Alright, another page.
The kidnapper fired his gun one last time, and the shadow vanished into the darkness it had come from. See? Nothing to it, Wake. The thought of Alice in his hands was revolting. We stood on the wooden platform of Lover's Peak, the waterfall on the mountain behind us, the lights of the radio mast blinking red in the heights above. I fought with the urge to take a swing, force myself to speak. Let's cut the act now. Where's my wife?
These manuscripts are just spoiling the game.
Alice's driver's license had been placed on the front seat. The caller meant business.
Barry?
Ow! Ow! Thank God! Where the hell have you been? I've been trying to reach you for a week, you and Alice. Oh, I've been worried sick. I flew out yesterday. I'm here in Bright Falls.
Barry, listen to me. I'm at the sheriff's station. Come and get me. I can't talk now.
Al, what the hell is going on?
I had to get the sheriff to let me go. I needed to get to Elderwood National Park to meet Alice's kidnappers.
Radio's still going. All right. It's kind of interesting with the manuscript because so far, it tells you things that are going to happen that haven't yet. You don't know how it comes to be that they happen.
The writer is a light that reveals the world of his story from darkness, shapes it from nothingness. The way a sculptor carves a statue from a block of granite. If I stop, the world I'm making dies. Darkness will reclaim it. It's a long, hard journey into the dark. Alice's life is at stake, but I can't think about that, or I'll lose it. The dread lingers at the edge of perception. I'll push on. Anything is possible here. I'll write the story. I'll save her.
Marvelous, Sarah. I just wanted to settle all the damage the Anderson brothers might have inadvertently caused on their...
Are you feeling any better, Mr. Wake?
I'd like to leave. Am I free to go?
Well, we still need to talk about...
Am I under arrest?
No, of course not. But I need to know where you'll be staying so I can get in touch with you.
I'd avoid the motel. The Majestic is known for its roaches. The cabins at Elderwood are pretty nice, though.
That sounds perfect.
I'm Dr. Emil Hartman. I'd like to invite you to stay at Cauldron Lake Lodge.
Did you talk to my wife?
I had the pleasure of discussing your situation with her on several occasions.
Did you set something up with her?
I invited her here. My clinic is a place where...
Oh, hey! Oh, my! Take it easy.
Hey, nobody move! Get your hands off of my client!
Who are you?
I'm Barry Wheeler, his agent. If you have business with Mr. Wake, you talk to me. You yokels won't know what hit you once I sick my lawyers on your asses.
No harm done, Sarah. I'm all right. I don't want to press charges. Mr. Wake, my offer still stands.
Doing Castle, welcome in.
Get me out of here.
What the hell was that about, Al? We don't need a replay of that thing with the paparazzi. I thought they were gonna lock you up.
Barry. Maybe you should stop writing.
I had to talk to someone. I told Barry everything. He thought I was certifiable, but when he heard about the manuscript, I had him. The fact that I'd written something, even if I couldn't remember it, was enough for him. He smelled money. And he believed that Alice had been kidnapped. Anything beyond that was another story. I had a midnight appointment with the kidnapper in a place called Lover's Peak, somewhere in Elderwood National Park. The plan was to rent a cabin.
I don't like it, Al. I don't like any of it. It's not good. In fact, it's the absolute opposite of good.
Mr. Wake! Barry, you found him.
Hi, Rose.
Oh, wow. I was just thinking about you, too.
Great.
I was just bringing Rusty some coffee. He's on the balcony, looking after Max. Poor thing. I really need to go. Great to see you again, Mr. Wake. Later!
Who's Max?
What an airhead.
Jeez, Mr. Takes a swing at everybody. This is not her fault. She's a very nice girl and, more importantly, a fan.
Bucktooth Charlie. The skeleton of a Colombian mammoth. Mammothus columbi. The specimen, estimated to be 14,000 years old, was recovered from the La Brea tar pits in 1981. It was donated to the Elderwood National Park in 1998. The Colombian mammoth became Washington state fossil. Named Bucktooth Charlie, has since become the park's official mascot. Washington State. So that's where we are. Look at these bear Buddhas. That's kind of what they look like anyway. Why are there elephants? The mammoths at him because of the mammoth statue. Durr. A stegosaurus. I'm coming, Barry. Just hang on. I gotta look around to make sure there's no, like, coffee pots to steal or anything, alright?
Seriously, Al, what you were saying in the car? Just listen to yourself. What, you shot a guy and his body just disappeared? When was the last time you slept? What, are you high? Have you been drinking?
No! Look, Barry, I'm missing a week. And someone's got Alice.
Do
and
you
everything's
understand what it sounds like when you say stuff like that? Don't get me wrong, it's a good story, could be a bestseller. But when you start confusing fiction with reality, you're buying yourself a ticket to the funny farm.
Wait here.
All of the above. We haven't slept in a long time. We're high, and we're drunk. I want some cherry yummies. That was the name of that candy back then.
Easy there, boy. I'm almost done.
Hey, Rusty, right? You rent cabins.
Oh, Mr. Wake.
He is rich and lives in New York
hand,
City,
but
so
mine are kinda
odds
full
are
here.
he's probably high.
Actually, I'm sorry about this. Would you mind grabbing the registration form from the desk? It's just across from Bucktooth Charlie.
Okay, sure.
Are you okay, puppy?
What happened?
Crazy poachers. Max here got his foot caught in a trap. They're illegal to use here. Hell, you're not supposed to hunt within the park at all. But that doesn't stop some lowlifes. Well, at least Max is gonna be okay. You got lucky. Max
I didn't do
is
it.
still groggy from the shot I gave him, and I'd rather not leave him alone just yet. The form's on the desk across from the mammoth skeleton.
Stupid poachers. Puppy got his
Seriously, Al, you can't just go and meet a kidnapper.
paw
Those
stuck in a bear
situations
trap.
always end up in
Yet.
disaster. You gotta talk to the cops.
She's my wife, and it's my call. Can we talk about this later?
No, this whole thing. Listen, you hit your head. I mean, geez, Al, come on. You gotta understand how crazy all this sounds. If you're trying to pull a joke on me, freak me out, it's working. Ha ha, let's have a laugh on Barry. Well, you had me going there real funny, Al. You can quit it now.
Excuse me, Barry.
I think this is the form you wanted.
And here are the keys. Okay, you're all set, Mr. Wake. Glad to have you staying here.
Thanks. Can you tell me how to get to Lover's Peak?
Oh, sure. It's at the end of the nature trail. Just follow the paths, you'll get to it eventually. It's an easy walk. Nice spot, too.
He's already bandaged.
If you have any trouble finding it, just keep your eyes on the radio mast. It's right below that. Oh, and hey, if you take a walk in the woods, watch your steps so you don't end up like Max. I guess I'm a little worried. We got a bunch of campers out there we haven't heard from. It's not like these people are on a schedule, but...
Yeah,
the
hopefully
traps, well, you know. I just don't want any trouble.
Right, thanks.
He says it's an easy walk. That is a pretty steep mountain. Yeah, it's an easy walk. Just climb this. I don't even know what the elevation raised from here to there would be. But it's not an easy walk.
I'd gotten what I'd come for.
You're
It was time to
asking
go.
me to believe that you shot a dude who went poof into thin air.
Yes,
guy
Barry,
who
yes.
was bulletproof until you pointed a flashlight at him. You hear that from people who end up spending time in padded rooms, strapped to their beds, wearing white shirts with too long tangled up sleeves, and eating a healthy diet of pills. Al, you make cruel jokes about people who believe that kind of
Easy
stuff.
walk. Just 78
You're the
miles up a
skeptic.
steep cliff.
You gave me an hour-long lecture on homeopathy last month. What was it? If there's no proof, it's pure bullshit. Period.
Guess the laugh's on me then.
Al, come on! I mean, okay. Okay, maybe something weird happened to you, okay?
Well, thanks for the heartfelt vote of confidence.
All I'm saying is you gotta throw me a bone here, bestseller. What would you think if it was me? There's no way you should be going out at midnight with a gun.
No one asked you to come here, Barry. Either work with me on this or go straight back to New York. Your choice.
Irrational, but alive. Yeah, Barry, just hang out with me. Let's talk about some homeopathy. I'll throw you a bone and we'll go to Lover's Peak. There's a lot of things that could be taken from that conversation that sound much worse than they are. Maybe not worse. I already read this. Adam, that's not what homeopathy means. Yeah, I know.
That's That's just crazy talk, Al. Al? Al? We should go to the sheriff or call the FBI.
Damn it, Barry, they'll kill her! This is not a goddamn debate, Barry. I'm going to Lover's Peak. He said to come alone.
Okay then. I understand. You're my best friend, and I'm worried that you're not right in the head. Tell me what to do to help, and I'll do it.
You stay here, and if I'm not back by morning, call the cavalry.
That's kind of what I was thinking. Gently pushes over the lamp.
Just be careful with the natives, Al. These yokels are dangerous.
They're gonna kill my wife.
Hates a tourist, or it'll be deliverance all over again.
See, he knows. He's talking about
Bless
deliverance.
Oh, this place is trying to kill me. I'll bet there's mold in here, spores, poison ivy, God knows what. This is so not worth a 15% commission.
Suck it up, Barry. Take some batteries. That's a really shiny cup. I thought that was something we could pick up. I mean, I know I was shining a light on it, but... No, we better leave those lights on. Alright. Hang while camping. He needs to glamp. This is glamping. Look at this place. Barry needs putting a tent out back. Be good for him. These friggin' birds are back. I'm gonna check behind the cabin before I head off. Just in case. Ah, yes. More coffee. I want to get in that hot tub. Hot tub on a cool mountain. I mean, if it wasn't like haunted or whatever. Now you know what? Even if it was haunted, it's fine.
I'll wait here, Al. I'll hold down the fort. I'll be with you in spirit every step of the way, Al. Walk through the door now.
Okay. Got a new page. Barry doubts Week's
Barry
sanity.
had never gotten along with Alice, but he knew Alan loved her with an almost frightening
Yeah, it does.
intensity. And now something had happened to Alice. And here was Al armed with a gun and saying things people got put in padded cells for. It was as if his friend had experienced a massive psychotic episode and was now totally disconnected from reality. It scared the shit out of Barry.
What's up, Davey? What is it? I can never tell with you. I don't know if it's going to be some big serious thing or you're going to be like, I tried a new toilet paper brand and it was glorious. Yeah, there we go. I knew it. Something.
I knew I should have gone
That
to the
sounds
cops.
terrible.
This wasn't the smartest thing I'd ever done, but I was still angry with Barry for trying to talk me out of it. These people
I don't know.
had
Did you have
called
any
me
ideas?
right in the sheriff's station. The cops wouldn't scare them.
About food?
And they had Alice.
Meatloaf. I shouldn't, but I'm almost thinking I might just make some hamburgers or something. Because I had a really healthy dinner. So that means after stream I can eat some late night greasy burgers. I don't know. Let me know what you think. Make some like jalapeno burgers or something. Burgers are real good. You're on your way to Indiana. I only have enough meat to make like 4 burgers. So. Hey, Ashton. Have a good night. Thank you for stopping in tonight and hanging out.
Welcome back to the show, folks. As promised, our very own Dr. Nelson has just parked his rear end in the studio. Doc, what's your Deerfest plan like?
My plan? You make it sound a lot more organized than I ever seem to manage.
Yeah, I can understand that, Davey. That'd be hard for me to do.
No
no plan, really. Just taking the atmosphere. I'm getting a little too rickety to do much more than that, you know. Oh, tell me about it. No sack race for us older gentlemen, huh? Yes, exactly, Pat. But I'm gonna check out the parade, of course. And I'll be one of the pie contest judges, too. Well, that takes a different kind of constitution. Oh, yeah, it's my kind of exercise. Now, Doc, seriously, you're in pretty good shape, though. You're the outdoors type. I know for a fact you're an avid fisherman. That's right. Matter of fact, just caught a heck of a largemouth bass early this morning. But you're not taking part in the fishing contest? No, not this year. See, Pat, I'm just not that competitive anymore. Now I just like to take my time and enjoy the peace of it. It's no fun if I need to worry about what I'm catching, you know? Well, considering your track record, the participants are probably pretty happy you feel that way. Well, Pat, that's
You take
kind of
Thursdays
you to
off,
say.
but you still check it on your phone. So have you been looking into what I was talking about on YouTube or formulating anything for that? Because I honestly think not only would you get the passive income from YouTube, but it seems like it's the best way to get people to come to your stream these days too. I'm gonna start working on it more. Yeah, it's not really taking the day off. Slutty Goat's right. Freaking birds. Oh, it's time for Shadow People. I like this spot. I mean, aside from the tire swing that's going back and forth on its own when nothing else is moving. Edit everything using a terrible software now that makes it very hard sometimes. I have a guide to that, Davey, and it's free. I mean, the software. Can we send you the link, or can you find it? It's like my most watched video on YouTube. If you just want to look it up, it's DaVinci Resolve. Yeah, the guide's free too. It's just a YouTube video. DaVinci Resolve. I've used expensive paid editing software like Adobe, and I've used this, and it can do everything they can do. So unless you're doing like I mean, you can even do special effects on it, but unless you're doing like a full-fledged film or something, if you're gonna have like your turtles doing like Tom Cruise maneuvers off top of skyscrapers, helicopters exploding and stuff, you might want to go with something different. But if you're not, although it sounds pretty awesome, if you're not, you can probably just use DaVinci. It's pretty easy to use too.
Crime and punishment. The cancer and cure of civilization. But some
I haven't tried that one, Silver Tugger. I haven't needed to try anymore after I found DaVinci, really.
Night Springs.
I'm gonna watch this whole friggin' episode too. Screw it. The Man in the Mirror? We're watching a documentary about Michael Jackson. Turtle stunt doubles have been ordered to...
He's inside, Agent. He's a weird one.
So, you're confessing to killing that guy, huh? Why?
Had it coming?
Yeah, but why would you do that? I mean, you're a nice guy. Normal. Took your kid to a soccer game. So how come at the game, you pick a guy and, quoting from the arresting officer's report here, assault the victim's head area repeatedly with the weapon of choice being a pair of bare fists? Wow, that sentence really flows, huh? Maybe you're not the literary type. Okay, so you mess him up. But why? Who was that guy? We couldn't ID him. Why would a guy like you do him like that?
I didn't like his face?
Well, you must have hated it, because you really went to town there. I mean, there's no way to tell what he looked like. No ID on him either.
That must be difficult.
But then we ran the fingerprints. Got a match. Your prints. Identical.
Dun dun dun.
Your son said you were wearing a white shirt when you took him to the game. The white shirt is on the dead guy.
It's plenty red now.
You won't get away with this.
Do you really think that's in any way relevant to me? I had plenty of time to talk to my boy before the cops arrived, you know? He won't stop screaming, am I right? You think he's ever gonna be okay? I left my mark. Believe me.
You bastard.
What? You gonna shoot me? What's the point? I'm going to prison. You got me.
I don't understand any of this.
And you never will. Don't worry. Maybe you'll see me again, Agent. Maybe in the mirror.
No. Dun dun dun. All right. I don't know how many of those little shows are gonna be, but by God, I'm gonna watch all of them. Go, I need to write some books or something. Seriously though, if you want to go all in on this turtle thing, you really could. It's nice too because all of the content is the same basic overarching topic. So if you get one person that is interested in one or two of these videos or whatever you end up doing, if you want to do this, they are much more likely to go on to another one and another one and another one. Whereas with me, it's not quite like that because I've been kind of spread out and going variety, you know? So I get people that will only watch Darkest Dungeon stuff. They'll never touch another YouTube video. It doesn't matter. Same thing with some of the other videos. But so there's the hiking trail. I guess I want to go down there first, though. Do not feed wildlife. $100 penalty. Oh yeah, absolutely. Rusty dying.
The air in the visitor center was heavy with an awful smell, as if some rotten drowned thing had crawled up from its grave. Rusty kept coughing blood. My eyes were drawn to the twisted shape of his broken leg. The attack had been vicious. Max whined in his cage. Rusty's eyes were wild with fear and terror. He gasped. Mr. Wake, it happened just the way it was on that page.
Turtles are neat. Like, put out... Like, you don't... God, why is that so much louder than everything else?
The vision left me weak. This was no head injury. Rusty? Damn.
Rusty, hang on! I'm coming! Please!
Wait. No, I'm not coming yet, Rusty. There was a side area I thought was gonna take us to the peak, but no, it's just right up here. It'll be fine. Oh, there's a lot. Rose and Rusty.
Rose knew that Rusty was in love with her, and she liked him too. She liked him a lot. He taught her to dance, and life had certainly taught her the value of a man who was gentle. He treated her well.
Yeah, let me know if you have any questions with it.
Made her feel good. But Rusty wasn't the prince of her dreams, and that tended to underline the unbearable truth. She was no closer to that Hollywood magic than he was.
Have you already made a YouTube channel? Have a small piece of advice when you make one as well that I wish I had known before I started. There's two different kinds of channels you can make. And one of them you can't make as your primary account. It has to be a secondary channel. But a secondary channel is the only one you can make a brand channel of, which is the only kind of channel you can have managers on. Meaning other people editing for you if you ever want to. And I didn't know that when I started. But anyway, if you have any questions about any of that stuff, just let me know. I don't mind. Goat's cool too. I was at a job site last week. Oh, just letting you go. Why was there a goat at your store? I saw that tweet. I was going to ask you. I mean, I guess I could just ask you some other time, but... Joe, an offshoot today. Okay, good. Yeah. But like the thing I've told people on stream before, and some people on stream didn't even know either. Like put out a video and then make like a picture, an image as well, of telling the difference between a turtle and a tortoise, so people stop drowning tortoises. Hey, Kamikaze, thank you for the 100 bits. Thank you, Kamikaze. Yeah, but in places where there are both tortoises and turtles, lots of people will see a tortoise crossing a road. This is some kind of crappy joke or something. And they'll be like, oh, I'll get you across the road and I'll put you in this pond or something. And then it drowns because it's a friggin' tortoise, not a turtle. It's pretty sad. Just chilling. Getting a tag. Sorry, I gotta stop and read this page before I can help you, even though your life depends on it.
The visitor center was sturdy, but the impact turned the front of the building into splinters. Rusty was thrown across the lobby like a rag doll and hit the far wall hard. It didn't hurt until he tried to move and saw his leg bend the wrong way, felt the broken rib stabbing him on the inside. Rusty howled in pain and fear, suddenly afraid to die alone.
The goat was harnessed and leashed.
The ranger's office was locked. I'd need a key to get in.
Hello? Back here. I'm back here. Hey, please help me. Mr. Wake?
Oh, hell.
It happened just the way it was on that page. I found. Came true. It knew. So dark. It'll come back for me. You must... The lights. In the office. I have the key.
Okay, Rusty. Hang on. I'll be right back. Whatever did this couldn't be far. Rusty had found a page from the manuscript. It would help me understand what had happened.
Well, we know one thing that's about to happen.
Good boy.
Is there anything new here to pick up? Can I open this? Huh. Anything new outside? Imagine this guy laying here watching me do this. It's like, this guy's an idiot. Look at him running back and forth, trying to open doors, not going where I tell him. Martin, what is the major difference from affiliate? It's not as different anymore. It used to be much different. But now, really, the main difference is you get a lot more emote slots that you can unlock. I mean, there's some other things to it too, but unless you're a really big partner, like there's a difference between my level partnership, being a Twitch partner, versus...
The only way to make sure that Rusty was safe was to get the power running and the lights back on.
And like bigger streamers will have like a dedicated partner person they can contact. Well, you do get partner support also. So like, I don't have an individual that helps me with stuff, but I can contact partner support, which is faster when I need something. But honestly, there's not all that much difference anymore. Always telling you about goats and herds of bassets. That's one of your favorite things. The other thing is you get guaranteed quality control. You can do your bit rate up to 8,000 without having to get permission or whatever. Like bigger streamers can have theirs even higher. So you can get 8,000 bitrate, and you always have transcoders, which means people will always be able to choose quality on your video. I guess those are the other biggish ones, but bitrate and stuff like that. Yeah. As far as like additional income, it really isn't gonna help in that regard. They've added a lot to the affiliate program to bridge that gap, so it's not as much of a difference as it used to be. Yeah, the check mark. With me, the check mark is almost a deterrent from typing in some chats. I don't know why. I know I shouldn't be like that with it, but I kind of am. Not like, oh, I'm too good to type in this chat, but like, I don't want to type and then people's like in a smaller one, and then people be like, oh, look, they have a check mark to their partner. And I've had it where people like start asking me about my stream and stuff. And like, I'm not here to like try to poach people. But
at the last instant, I changed direction and threw myself down. The axe splintered the trunk of a tree. I stumbled into the pool of bright light. My lungs burned. I was too exhausted to move. I tensed as I waited for the killing blow, but it never came. I raised my head. Nothing moved in the darkness beyond. For the moment, bathed in the cold light, I was safe.
You can turn it off like you can on other badges. I never even looked. Thank you. You're a bit of a narcissist, so you don't mind.
I was too late. Someone had destroyed the circuit breaker. There was no way to get the lights back on.
Rusty!
The ground was covered with oily patches that looked like liquid darkness.
Oh, those burn when I have the light on it? Interesting. They don't give me anything though? Probably not good to step in them otherwise. I don't know. Check mark. Some people spazzed about it. In which way, like being upset they had that kind of representation by their name, or
something had torn a mammoth-sized hole in the wall.
Please don't feed the animals.
Don't you worry.
Fishing is only permitted for those visitors who purchase a park license. Obey the park ranger's instructions at all times. Rusty, no! Never. Two bears and wolves never approach any other closer than 25 yards. Pets must be leashed. At all times. Never leave your pet unattended. It is against the law to remove any natural objects or historical artifacts from the park grounds. This includes even UV or even simple berries. Well,
I killed another man. Some didn't want others in their chats to have it. People were all around weird about it. Ah! Doesn't surprise me though. Do you use anything for metrics like Twitch Tracker? Yeah, I looked at those. Twitch Tracker and Silly Gnome. Stuff like that. Kind of haven't looked at it this last month or two because of I don't want to see the damage done. I already know the damage done, but get real weird about being advertising. Yeah. And I've seen that. I've seen that. Trying to get caught up and really enjoy data. It can be good to look at things like, all right, which days, like the more data you can get, the more you can fine tune things. I mean, yours run 24/7. It's, I guess, not as much, but even like what nights you do certain events, you can look at the data from those and see like, oh, well, there was way more people that came in organically during that or whatever, you know? So there's merit behind it for sure. Checkpoint. Actually, it won't be 24/7, 100%. But I mean, is there any reason to cut it? Because if it's just point the camera and let it go, then why not?
What? What the hell was that? I saw it from the window. I saw something.
Forget about it, Barry. It's just me going crazy.
Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez. You're not crazy. I wish you were crazy, but you're not crazy. Ow, be careful.
Stay in the cabin. Don't open the door for anyone. I mean it.
Man, it looks like there would be something over here. There might be, but this lady goes like, yep, looks like one of those places I ran off of during my 2 chapters. Oh, can I go up that? Okay, it does me no good. Yeah, there's a cliff. Huh. I really expected there to be something over there. Some point can reach certain goals faster. Prefer to be 100%. Upside, including tank cleanings. Felt great. I think that, yeah, I think that's a ticket for the kind of stream it is. And it's really nice because you can reach so many more. And things add up, like hosts and things. If you get hosted or raided specifically, and those people AFK or they just leave it open, like it just continues to build up as long as you're able to stay alive. It's like, I still hate it, but especially when I was trying to get to partner, if we had like a hiccup in the stream where I had to restart the stream for any reason, Twitch's end, my end, whatever, I would lose all the previous hosts and auto hosts and stuff that had built up over the stream, and I would usually go down like 40%, 30 to 40% or something, and then never recover the full numbers by the end of the stream, usually.
In that last instant of consciousness, Rusty thought about Rose. He was older than she was. Rose was barely out of her teens, but she made him feel young and forget what a train wreck his long-dead marriage had been. He still wore the ring. He'd been waiting for her to tell him to take it off. Now she never would.
Jeez. There's a 6-pack of beer there, and then full, and there's one empty can beside of it, so should have had one be missing from there, I guess. We're at 550 viewers, an hour, 10 minutes, back to 30. Yeah. Also, I'm sure you've already looked, but it might be worthwhile when you get one of those big hosts or raids or whatever, to then switch to a more competitive category that you'll appear higher in the list for that you normally wouldn't want to be in. So for instance, when you get one of those massive hosts, it might be worth to switch over to a music one, because if you get like a 3,000 host like you did that one time, and then you switch over to music and you're suddenly like 3rd or 4th on the music list instead of 50th, you're gonna get a crap load of people seeing it. Way more impressions that way. Never thought of that. Yeah, definitely worth doing. So I'm a genius. I don't think so. But you do owe me a consulting fee now. No, because what you're doing can be legitimately in different categories, you might as well take advantage of that. Like, you get a big host, go to a more competitive category that you can appear higher than you normally would on the list. Doesn't quite work when you're playing games.
Far end of the nature trail.
Lover's Peak. All right, so this is Moonshine Cave. Okay, there's a secret over here. A secret. Secret. Got a secret. I don't think I'll be going to this cave. Here's the big one. Yeah, that's the first thing that came to my mind too. And normally you wouldn't want to be in there because at 30 to 50 viewers, you'd be way down the list. But man, when you get a big host, switch it. Dark Zone stream, get rated, swap to just chatting, stop the game. Yeah. Site of frequent bootlegger activity throughout the Prohibition, 1919 and 1933. Moonshine Cave. Got here, bats. Got some shotgun ammo. Retro gamers do that a lot because you might be number 1 in a small game category. If you pop onto retro as number 1. Yeah, exactly. It's a good thing to do. I used to use those nights. Like, we've had bounties and I can't do them during this because we never have enough viewers for bounties. But like, if I got a big host or a raid at the end of a stream during this Halloween thing, I would absolutely take advantage and do all the bounties listed. So it's kind of the same sort of thing. Sunstack if you're higher up in views, yeah. Getting that dodge down pat a little bit. If you hit the dodge button right as they swing, you get that little like slowed down perfect dodge animation. All right, time to swan dive and just end my suffering. And I know I'm missing stuff, but oh well. Stuff new. Oh yeah, no problem, Davey. I mean, I wish I knew more even. And unfortunately, a lot of it's just luck, you know. But there's some definitely people that work the hardest have the most luck, right? you know that saying. So I mean, obviously you want to try to position yourself in a way that you can get lucky more often. That sounds kind of like dating advice or something. But you know what I mean. And then when you do get lucky, you want to capitalize on that. Yeah, position yourself to get lucky. then if you do get lucky, take advantage of it. God. Good advice for streaming, bad advice for dating. That's how you got your life. Yeah, you might have typed that right as I was saying the take advantage part, so I'm out of shotgun ammo. Oh, shadow boys are coming. Or girls. Girls can be shadow monsters too. Light, the promise of safety. Lots more shotgun ammo. Shotgun fires very slow, but it's one shot, one kill. So far. 3 people sweating love. Most of your viewers are lurkers. Yep. Yeah, that's one of the reasons why a lot of times I host instead of raid, is because if you raid people, it'll send them over there, and if they're like a supreme lurker type that's literally just leaves on your stream forever, they won't be on there anymore, you know? Crescent. That's right. We have quite a few. Very fortunate in that regard. Occasionally I'll raid, but I more often host. The Great Old One, felled by lightning in 1937. Felled by lightning in 1937. This exceptionally tall Rocky Mountain Douglas fir was over 200 years old. According to local legends, it stretched beyond the stars. After it fell, it was measured to be 66 meters tall, nearly a record length. 66 meters to the stars. Jeff lurking, that extra giddy. In the office. Yeah, it is pretty... There's so many Twitch staffers that it's... But I've had that too, certain games where they'll come and hang out and watch the entire time. We had one that regularly came for, I can't remember which game it was. Auction Not Included or something like that. It is always neat. See that little wrench in the chat. Kind of interesting too. It was very exciting because I don't know if Count Me Out's still here, but back when I applied to partner, like a couple, I don't know, the wait time to hear back was really long. But anyway, when I applied to be a partner, crap, a few weeks or maybe a month after that, we started having a Twitch staff member lurk in the channel every stream. And they never said anything. And then a couple times there'd be several of them, and they would Count Me Out, and another person pointed out to me and whispered me about it, and I was like, if you guys could have the chat list open, and if you see if you see a Twitch staff come in, can you give me some kind of signal that they wouldn't know? And we had like some signal, And the reason why is I wanted to know when the Twitch staff came in if they were looking to see if the channel was a good match for being a Twitch partner, so I could be extra good and be like extra talkative and helping people and being like energetic and stuff. I guess it might have worked. Twitch staff just need good streams to chill in too. Yeah. But we absolutely did that. I forget what the code word or the key thing was. But Count Me Out would keep an eye out, and they would come in. He would say the code phrase, and I would start putting on a better show. These guys murdering these telephones. But yeah, I mean, you know, Twitch staff are just people and viewers also, obviously. So they probably watch lots of streams in general, but just kind of cool. Alan Wake, sponsored by Energizer, yeah. Bear alert. Oh, God. Lover's Peak, the through tree. It's nice though. Sleep. Oh, I see. 12:30. See if you go to bed. Nope. Sleep is nice. But too rare. Here's my walking in the woods sim. It's actually going all right. Oh, it's going all right. I like it better than I did to start the game. Lover's Peak. All right, let's go over here first. What's this? The tree this ring was cut from started growing in 1846, the year the Oregon Treaty was signed. Other notable events marked on the rings: the Washington Territory was found, the founding of the Bright Falls Mining Company, and the town itself. Washington was granted statehood, 1889. Tree damage in a forest fire. The Bright Falls Mining Company closed its doors after a volcanic eruption below Cauldron Lake in 1970. Mount St. Helens erupts in 1980. In 1987, the tree felled by a storm. It's kind of cool. We're in Washington. Yeah, we're in Washington. I think we've seen other things mention Washington State. So I think so. On we go. Lover's Peak. Using a controller? No, I'm still using mouse keyboard. I've just gotten, oh, we missed a page. I've gotten much more used to the controls. I was trying to use them kind of like Evil Within because we just played it.
Agent Nightingale didn't
Controls
want
way
to be in
different.
Bright Falls. These little communities revolted him, and he didn't like the trees or the coffee. He now knew that impossible horrors lurked behind the storefronts and smiles. He desperately wanted to turn the car around and just drive until he passed out or ran out of road and booze. But he had a job to do. He had a rider to catch, at any cost.
Alaska, since the mentioned Mount St. Helens, Washington makes more sense. Yeah, it's mentioned Washington State a couple times, and I think they actually specifically mentioned that they were getting away to go wherever the town name was in Washington, so. But yeah, I mean, it could be any of those places just by scenery and mountains and whatever. Yeah, there we are. See, Washington. The Elderwood National Forest. It's kind of nice how they did the heals. So for anyone that didn't see, these street lights, those heal you. So instead of, I mean, I guess they did something like that in Evil Within 2, where every time you drink coffee, it would heal you all the way. These lights heal you. Didn't pay close attention when you played, so. Honestly, I think a lot of it is because I stream the games, like the story games. And it's weird, but I'm much less likely to rush through story parts with these when I stream it. Like, I read everything. When we played through Dragon Age Origins, I read all the stuff, and it took for friggin' ever. I would have never read that if I played it off stream. No way. On stream, I'm much more likely to read and do all the lore and story stuff, but I'm less likely to do, like, exploration. We're just busting our head.
Come on, we gotta get moving. More of them coming. That flashlight's kid stuff. The flares will keep the bastards away.
Alrighty.
You can see them too? Hell, of course I see them. Come on, we gotta move. Why? Because that's the way the story goes.
Yeah, but...
Let's move!
I lost my gun back there.
Oh, I've got a gun. Just keep that light steady on him.
It took a moment, but then I recognized him. He'd been on the ferry when I first arrived here with Alice. He knew my name. We were headed in the direction of Lover's Peak. There was no way this was a coincidence.
Are we gonna become lovers?
Come on, Wake. You better keep up.
This is the guy that called me a yuppie on the boat.
Down, Wake.
Whoops, I dodged into it. Guy, come on. Let me have your gun, all right? I'll take care of this. Just give me that. For your safety, stay on designated hiking trail. No. Yeah, he's not a very good shot. So. Where'd you go, lover?
Lover's Peak. Right up these stairs, Wake. Use the flares from the emergency box to hold them off while I get these boards off.
Give me the gun.
Yeah, no can do, Wake. Are you kidding? Give me the gun! No time for back talk. Hold them off, damn it! A little longer. Scare them off.
Shoo. Shoo.
Get some light on those bastards. That'll keep them off us.
Back.
Just a little longer. I almost got it. Okay, it's open. Move her to loose. Oh!
Oh, I didn't mean to dodge. I was trying to just sprint. Come on, guy. There's light up here.
Oh, you feeling better now, Wake? All cozy and safe. Better get ready. They'll be on us soon. This is it, Wake. Last stand. There's more flares here. Get ready. We fight them as long as they keep coming. Give me the goddamn gun! They're coming! That's not how this goes.
I missed the coffee.
Program,
Sorry.
Wake. Hear that? It's them. Ah, damn it! Like that, boy! Ah, get some! That's right. That's right.
He's right here. Get that one. What? How are they hitting me with a freaking flare up? There must have been like a small window. Oh, how'd he break out of the light? Oh no.
Last stand.
Yeah.
There's more flares here. Get ready. We fight them as long as they keep coming. Give me the goddamn gun! They're coming! That's not how this goes. Get with the program, Wake.
Man, I didn't know that they could break through that. I guess it's just that big elite looking one. Streamlabs? I don't use Streamlabs. I use Stream Elements for alerts, and I use just normal OBS Studio for my broadcasting. When I first started, I used Streamlabs, but I switched off of it. I'm spamming the dodge button. What? All right. I'm just gonna have to use more of the flares, I guess.
Piece of cake, Wake.
Piece of cake, Wake. That big one on the left is the one that seemed like it could charge through the flashlight last time. That one.
See? Nothing.
Man, I literally died on the last one last time.
Act now. Where's my wife?
I knew you were going to say that. I read it all before.
He says, 1 sec.
You're a hell of a writer. Congratulations. You're going to bring about something glorious and terrible once we get you some proper editorial control.
What the hell are you talking about? Where's Alice?
I want the entire manuscript, or she's gonna suffer bad.
You touch her and I'll...
It was pretty decent overall. My problem with it
I swear I'll kill you if you hurt Alice. Do you hear me? Come back here!
is that the first half was good and you know, scary and horror.
And he wanted the manuscript because he thought
The
it
second
held
half
some
wasn't really.
magical power. But I had no manuscript to give him. I had to get back to Barry and figure out my next move.
Yeah, overall Resident Evil 7 was good, but it was best in the first half, and then it kind of petered out a little bit. The final boss is very disappointing. I won't tell you why or anything like that, or what it is or anything, but yeah, it was worth finishing, but the best part of the game was absolutely the first 50-60% of Resident Evil 7.
On more than one occasion, Alice had tried to explain to me how it felt to be afraid of the dark. To her, darkness wasn't simply the absence of light, but something more tangible than that. It was something you could touch and feel. Worse than that, it was something with a mind of its own, something malicious and malign. For her, things changed when they were wrapped in darkness. They turned into something else, something foreign, and nothing was safe or innocent anymore. I'd never really understood what she meant, until now.
What part are you on? Like, just out of curiosity. It, but sounds like about to hit the lackluster part. I mean, it's still okay. It's just it's weird. It goes from like a horror game to more like an action horror game. Like, maybe it's because you end up getting enough weapons and stuff to pretty much be able to take care of anything that comes at you pretty easily, and so it becomes less kind of suspenseful and less survival horror and more action horror. You're fighting the mother with all the bugs for the second time. Okay, gotcha. Yeah. But yeah, I mean, it's still fine. It's just, yeah. It does peter off a little bit. Get up there. Oh no! Okay, we're fine. Why didn't he try to climb? That was really weird. Just suddenly jumps to the left. It's alright. We're good. Never worried. I don't know about this third person walking across this dangerous log. Yeah, the mother fight you're on was pretty cool. It was one of the highlights of it, I guess. Pretty gross, but for the steak you made 1 hour ago. Wait, what are you talking about? Sin? Whoa, bear trap. I thought it was a manuscript. I was running to pick it up. He was doing the time warp. I don't want him to do the time warp again. Bears, bears. That's a lot of bear traps, man. Holy crap. It's nice of them to make them so shiny for us. Wait, what is that? That looks like the way we're supposed to go, maybe? No. I think it'll loop there, but alright. The old sawmill. Apparently there's a lot of bears. Not for long. I didn't know there was a log here. Oh my god. Those three guys pinned me against that log. Where are you? I won't be taken by the log this time. There's a third one. Ambushed by foul intentions. That's right.
What the hell?
Hello? Hello. So we're tired. I think we're hanging out for so long. Have a good night. I want to open the box. Oh, it's a friggin' dead end. There's no way for me to know that these are dead ends coming up. I'm dead. Who puts a house in a corner? What else do I have? I have some flares left. Oh no, I'm back all the way here. Dodge, secret with it. You're more sane. Yeah, let me know if you have any questions. With it. Or any questions with it, I guess I should say. Light weakens them, yeah. It makes it so you can actually hurt them. Light takes... It makes them run away, but it also takes away their shield. I think it should help that I killed those down here this time, where there's not going to be as many up there at once.
The night had been one desperate situation after another. I was exhausted, and my body felt as though it had been chewed up and spat out. The flashlight was heavy in my hand, and each pull of the trigger sent a painful shock up my arm. But I was finally out of the woods, and things were looking up. That's when I heard the chainsaw.
Oh boy. Hunting rifle. Is that a bear? No. It's just an evil shadow man. He sounded like a bear, though. More coffee. Disgusting. Alright. Do we get everything in here? I wasn't sure because I ran away. Ooh. Hunting rifle, pretty good. You can kill the big guy in 2 shots. Courageous. Courageous man at arms. That's what I'm talking about. You can come on my dungeon run. What's up here? This place seems suspicious, but there's nothing there. I'll start doing that in real life when I see places like this in mountains or whatever. If I was the developer of this mountain, this is where I'd put a loot box. So is this just to get the other gun? It looks like it probably... Yeah. Probably was. Wait, what does it want me to focus on?
I had heard the plane fall. It made no sense. It was clear that it had just fallen here, but it was very old and obviously hadn't flown in decades. Looking at it,
Reezy
sent a
dead.
shiver down
Reezy's
my
dead.
spine.
Alright. Now we're playing Lost. Where'd that arrow show me to go? For the secret box. Hello? To the right? Maybe it means like up in the plane. I don't know, because I'm not seeing anything over here. Accidentally download the DaVinci robotic surgery software. No, what? They do have a lot of different programs, but yeah. Resolve is the one I use. Yeah, it's pointing into the plane. All right. Look at that. Can we get up there now? And now my spleen is gone. You can grab that, Alan Wake. All right, there's the box. And you can teach your turtle surgery. Boy, you get a lot of views then. You can just see the YouTube thumbnail. My red ear sliders perform tracheotomy. Slowing down on me. All right. Anything else to do with this plane? I guess not. Okay. Over Transnet live on Twitch, formed by two red-eared sliders. That's right. Yeah, so I guess the plane was just for that bonus box. Crap. It doesn't seem... I think I was wrong earlier. I don't know, it's hard to tell, but it doesn't really seem like headshots are doing anything. Light, the promise of safety. Gonna get in trouble. Have a good night. Hey, Dave, thank you for stopping in. Very much appreciated. Remember that thing about if you get the big host, take them over to the music channel if it's big enough to be in the like top 8 over there for a little while. But anyway, have a good night. Having to post it. I wonder if I can just run by most of these guys, actually. Because now I think about it, we're not getting like experience in this game. And they're not dropping any butt gel or ammunition or anything. So it's like, maybe I just shouldn't worry about killing them. Although I don't know if they're just going to keep following me. Building up. So I'm not so sure I'm going to take the risk. One of those friggin' puddles here. I haven't stepped on one of those yet. I guess I'm not gonna either, if I can keep from it. Well, there's a manuscript page up there. I guess I gotta walk in from that side to get it though. Wait. What does this do? Just kidding. Alright, I can't believe we missed that one. Oh well.
When Barry saw the darkness attack the visitor center, it made him a believer. The men Al said he'd shot, they hadn't been just locals on crank. Somehow the world had changed, like the channel had been switched without warning. You think you're watching a sitcom, and you're really watching a horror show. When the birds started attacking the cabin, Barry wasn't surprised, just terrified.
It's a long chapter. We're still on chapter 2. First chapter was like no time at all. Chapters last forever. The darkness wears her face. We just hit a checkpoint. I should probably wrap things up. So I don't know how close we are to the end of a chapter. So... yeah. All right. We will finish it for tonight. We're past stream time. Let me stop recording, and then we'll finish this game tomorrow, however long that takes. All right.